Rick and Gun Reviews, back with more Outer Worlds, where we're going to change the music setting a little bit here. Alright, so we needed to change the music setting because I couldn't hear myself on the playback. So where we left off was we finally got to our first major settlement, literally right in the door. I went back out to show my nephew this game, and I wasn't broadcasting at the time, but I freaking like got stuck. I'll show you what. Well, we went out there to look at this, which is seriously, you guys. I want to be able to take a picture of that shit. Oh my god! Look at how awesome that is. Holy god! Oh man, it just looks so sweet.
And your rations yet?
Yep, 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Spacer's Choice is like the corporation here on this planet. A lot of this is all controlled by corporations in this game, and it's really interesting. Like that, while you were gone, missing for all these years, all this stuff happened. So it's kind of like in Fallout's world. It's like what the world becomes after an apocalypse. This is kind of what becomes after your journey is late getting there. You're kind of way late to the party, where a whole society and rules and everything have already been set up. It's pretty dope, and like I love it. My nephew, when we were talking about this game, he goes, "It looks like BioShock," and I didn't even know he remembered BioShock, but he said that game used to scare the hell out of him when I would play it. He would watch me play it when he was younger, and it creeped him out quite a bit. And I was like, yeah, it is. It is like, it does remind me of the way it looks, is very like much like BioShock. It's like BioShock meets Fallout meets Skyrim. Kind of a hodgepodge of the look. Not the way the game actually plays or anything, mind you. I'm talking just about the way it looks. Like the outside, is this like crazy space world. It reminds me of like, it just kind of reminds me of Skyrim and Fallout.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Plavati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Post-apocalyptic space Walmart. That's good, Bill. Which one sounds the most like Remy LeBeau? So for anybody who's watching, I created my character's name is Remy LeBeau after Gambit. And so I'm trying to pick things that he would say and do things that he might do. I know that's weird and random, but that's what I'm doing.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. Sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Seriously though, that's great. Post-apocalyptic space Walmart. I can't get that out of my head.
I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sorry.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented.
Whoa.
And may prove useful.
Excuse me, everybody.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Provide companions. So this trophy pretty much automatically will pop as long as you say, yeah, you want a partner. Otherwise, you'll have to wait to get the trophy when you partner up with somebody else. Provide combat support, their skills enhance your skills. Oh, that's nice. They increase your carrying capacity, which is always nice. You can unlock a special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Jeez.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Also, some of this animation looks a little bit like Dishonored, a little steampunkish, almost kind of like steampunk super future.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
I didn't do nothing. I just said, "What up, dog?"
Got my sights on you.
Oh yeah. So they said you could pretty much just kill anybody you want, you know?
My offer remains standing should you reconsider.
Okay. On with the show.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
We're out of the office. What up, baby?
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Yeah, we could have talked back then.
Talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Yeah, they say that, you know, if you kill somebody, the story just adjusts. But I'm not ready to test that theory just yet.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I like it when you can get these optional things that can change the story.
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. They're neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. The mission's on the east side of town. We can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say, anyways.
It's alright. I got a lot to do.
Okay, so we got Vicar, Max, and then the botanical lab. So we need to talk to the vicar first. Let's go talk to the vicar. And I should probably change my armor. let's equip that at least so that these people can stop complaining about the way I look.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had him, man. Next one comes out of your pay.
He's off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got calls to make.
And I guess he's in here.
I've always
In
thought
Space
clean
Church.
It's too clean.
It's got to be what this is, right? Space church. Yeah. Let's go talk to the vicar.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Miss Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Whoa. uh.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Miss Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. No, I am not. Though there is something to your accusation. It is wrong for me to succumb to distress. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking. Have you? These people need something. Anything they can grasp to survive. Delving into the metaphysical minutiae of the grand plan would be nonsense to them, if not worse. My apologies. The townsfolk are having a tough time of it. And it's been difficult for me to enrich their lives. They are good people. It is just difficult to reach them.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and lived beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakono handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony can understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna kill you now. Just No, we're not. Because if we're gonna be playing this as Gambit, we can be a rogue. We just don't need to be an outright killer. So, see if anybody's got anything to say or do here.
A good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
Alright, so we should check. Do we have a map? Yeah, we do. Okay, so blah blah blah, divert power from the thing. We got the manual to look for. Was last possessed by a book collector whose residence was part of a small community directly north of Reservoir. Is marked the book is on your map. Well, let's look at that then. Thetan. Yeah, that's a little Scientology going on there. Edgewater, I love that, man. It looks like the moon from the very first, one of the very first movies ever made. I mean, I literally think it was called, like, Earth to the Moon, right? Or something like that. From the Earth to the Moon. Where the rocket went into the eye of the planet. Wow, it like even lets me get real close with that. Seriously, man. Look at this shit. This is just some freaking amazing looking stuff. This is like what I want. I know that No Man's Sky was never going to be this. Like, No Man's Sky was going to be an exploration game. But this is kind of what I wanted No Man's Sky to be. Was something like this. A trip to the moon. Okay. Thanks for checking that out for me. 1902, yep. Can you believe that shit? 117 years ago. 117 years ago. Those are marauders right there.
I'm on it! Take cover!
Well, I got killed as I shot. Wow. No. 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 So I put my skills into brains and talking my way out of things. Yeah. Holy crap, that's a really cool Red Dead Redemption characters. Oh man, yeah. So what, I gotta walk all the way back there then? Okay, so this is definitely gonna be one of those games where you wanna save a lot. That scared the shit out of me.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to. Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, only by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
We'll probably get the opportunity to have like a robot companion and stuff in this game. And from the reports that I've been getting, it seems like people are getting through this game in about 35 hours. That's a little short for my taste, but I hope that that just means that we'll be getting some. I don't know if there's a season pass for this game or not. Um, but I would hope that there would be other more parts of this game coming out periodically. I think that's really that should be the future of games. Is if you got a good game, right? You got a good game and people really like it and they just want more of it. Well, then just have one core game and just keep adding on to it. That's what I kind of thought about Assassin's Creed Origins was like, well, I really like this game and they can keep going as long as I'd be willing to pay for new stuff, right? But and for anybody who wants to know why I'm doing this, it's because you look for shit everywhere. Like, man, I'll even climb this thing just to look for stuff. But anyway. I would love to play a game, just a game like this that just keeps going, you know, keeps adding on to the world. Especially since you're in space, man. In space, that means you got the option for so much. It's infinite. It's a tripod. Look at that. You can get up there. So, how's about we takes a more sneaky route here? Where we got these guys. You want us? Right?
All together.
Take the high ground from these people.
That's the last of them.
Look at that shit. I have to say, I'm pretty proud of myself. I got killed the last time. This time we found this guy tried to get up here. This time we found an alternate way to do things. Snuck in, got the high ground. I love it a lot. From J. Bartel to Eldred C. Subject your theories. Clement, I find I must disagree with your theories about the Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to relegate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of an Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? So I guess this is one of those things where just like in Fallout, some of this stuff will be useful, some of this stuff won't. That looks like money, or what is that? Food cubes. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center. selling rare memorabilia. But scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want these books smoldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in a cave over by the river. Alright. And we leveled up. Okay, so nothing happened there. I thought it was going to tell me that I could start doing sneak kills now. So we already dropped everybody here. Well, I guess that's like one of those self-fulfilling prophecies, you know. Did you hear about the whole $100 subscription thing they want people to do? Like that game, like everybody keeps saying, it just needs to be free to play, and then you can charge like for all the other stuff that like add-ons and things like that. They just need to give up the ghost or just not expect it to go much further. I gotta give it up to the people that actually can still play it. I mean, like I never bothered with it. As soon as they said multiplayer, I was out. Um, a multiplayer, like being the main component of it, you can always play a game like this by yourself, but look at that shit. So you can see what happened here. People were getting evicted. So what's our mission now? So we gotta get to the journal. Alright. am a little concerned though that I should have been able to. Oh, sneak attack. Attack unaware enemies while crouched to deal bonus damage. Oh. So it's still not going to be like what I want it to be, which is like a total sneak attack move. That's okay. It's okay. I just now know that that's what my stealth's going to be for. Which is why I hope or something that this game will give me like a fucking bow and arrow or something like that. I know that's crazy to ask for in a gun game, but
Okay, go quiet. Everyone all right?
I am slowly but surely getting used to this combat system. I'm pretty sure that when I shot that dog, I blew it to pieces. No, there it is. It looked like it blew apart though when I shot it. I'll tell you what, I thought I saw its leg like fly off. What is that? See that? I don't like that. I guess that's power? I knew it too. I knew it. I saw it and I went, don't get that close. I was hoping that I could dismantle it, really. Take the parts.
That was quick.
Okay, so now we just gotta return to the Vika. Now, let's look at our map. Because if we're headed straight, we're gonna come back out of the tunnel, right? I just don't want to end up in one of these situations where I walk into a room filled with, high-level monsters. Oh, there's a hole in the ground. Okay.
Here we go.
Way to go, lady. Holy shit. Okay, so remember what I said? I didn't want to go out of a hole fight a whole bunch of monsters. High level creatures who are just going to like wipe me out. I don't want to get her killed. She is gonna die. Oh, Christ on a crutch. I really do think she's dead, though. So I'm gonna load. Yeah, I'm gonna reload this load, see where we're at. So I don't think we should have just gone. I said I don't want to go into an area where I walk out and there's gonna be a bunch of high level characters, and then I thought, oh well, we're coming out of the cave, so what? It's fine. It's fine. No, it wasn't fine. We came out of the cave instead of going into a room with a bunch of monsters. The monsters were already there on the other side of the cave to kill us all. And I'm pretty sure that my very first companion was dead, and I was about to die with her. But now we know what's out there. They're not friendly. Good Lord. Heavens to Betsy.
Incoming! Nice one! That's the last of them! Nicely done.
Well, I'm glad I came up here. I could have done it. Oh. I could have done it with my freaking hack skill. Like, what do we even have for money? So I have 323 bucks. And I have can I repair things now? That's something I would like to know. Like no, that's not what I meant to do. Options. Repair. Is that part of no, I didn't mean to do that. Where would repair lie? Doesn't say.
Nice.
I guess it was worth that many lockpicks, but energy cell, that's good too. Alright, bunch of random things. Terror on Monarch. With Ruth Bellamy as Halcyon Helen, Spencer Woolrich as Chief of the Savages, featuring real monsters from the doomed world. See, that's what I want to see, like from like maybe add-ons and stuff like this. These stories of terror on Monarch, like it says, 12 amazing episodes, right? They could start throwing those in, kind of like little serials, like old, old movies that Star Wars and stuff were based on, Indiana Jones and things like that. Wonder if there's anything in the corporate trash. Okay, there isn't.
Any
Kablam.
progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan. while fighting it at every turn. There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
All right. At least you still have your mission work here. Why did you think the book held the secrets you were looking for? This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution. Plague-ridden backwater. What happened to all of your crap about leading your flock?
Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aether Wave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Sorry, I got a little spaced out here for a second. Uh, yeah, definitely. Get this guy out of here.
Gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Of course, I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied? It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think? Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Rizzo. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
what's my reputation? It doesn't. Okay, so we got 10 skill points. Let's beef that up again. Range, definitely. Let's beef that up a couple. There's the reputation. So, current status neutral. I'm neutral in Spacer's choice as well. What?
Where are we headed? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one that ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Alright, so journal will tell us what did I botch? Oh, it'll tell me what I've botched. Okay. Alright. And the map will take us to, oh, it'll show us where we gotta go. Okay. Well, that's where we're gonna leave it, folks. I'm gonna pause it here and save it for next time. But thanks, Bill, for hanging out with me for about an hour or so. I think that I need to like keep these at about an hour. So we'll be starting the next mission probably tomorrow. So thanks again for watching in the present or the future, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye. See you, Bill. I almost called you Ball. Sorry, Bill.